could take a look at this, the A day and the B day, but let's make sure we all understand what it is. Starting Monday, we need to use this passing period template. We could even try doing it tomorrow and Friday if you'd like. But up here, you're going to see the room numbers. Let's start up here. And just look at the gray columns, B, F, J, and N on this top section. If you have a class, that period, your name should be in there in the row that represents the classroom that you're in. Okay, so 1A, Matt's in 220, Song is in 235, Marn and Greg, 236, Tony's in 111. Those are the 4 rooms that we use. All right, so please double check to make sure that the gray column is correct up here on top. The gray columns on the bottom are just flipped. So now your name is in column A and then the room numbers that you're in those periods. So I'll look at 2A. Matt is in 220. Patty is in 235. So I have that here. Tony's in 111. Greg / Marn are in 236. Okay, so you want to make sure that that matches down here. So you guys are just inputted into the gray areas. Now, in between, this is the passing period. This is like the confusing part. And I need you to take a look to make sure we're all covered. So, as you know, the 15-minute passing period, you're responsible for letting kids out based on the alphabet. An adult has to be in that room for the entire 15 minutes, unless you're lucky and don't have any kids at the end of the alphabet. But you can't just leave your room. We need to have some coverage. 235, 236, we might be able to work something out, with teachers down there, 2 business teachers. But anyway, just looking at Matt's example here, 1A to 2A, Matt is in the same classroom. That makes it a little bit easier. At the end of first hour, Matt is going to release his kids. He's in there. He's in there for 2A. But from 2A to 3A, there's a room switch. But Matt does not have a class because he's not on here for 3A. So it kind of works out nicely. So Matt will release his kids up until the 10, and by then Greg should show up and take over those last 5 minutes. And Greg and his TA will teach 3A in room 220. And then Greg is also in 220 for 4A, so this is all Greg. And I need to make sure that you guys have opportunities for breaks. And Greg's going to be going 1 through 4 on A days. So we'll make sure that there is some coverage there for you, Greg, because we have, let's see. I will take over for you here, Greg, so you could get down to 220. So I can flip this because you can see Song is going to take over for me here. So hopefully you're kind of seeing how this is coming together, but it is not, I know, it is confusing. And then you can also see, room numbers on this side. Okay, and then if you don't teach that hour, I put in off. And if we're covered, I put hall. If, we know that you need to take a break, I put in break, but then someone has to cover you. So if you see something that needs to be addressed, please highlight it and use a color so we can look at it that way. Same goes for B days. If you guys could take a look at that. I keep going in here and tweaking and finding things, and it's just a lot. So if you could look at your schedule and then highlight anything that just doesn't seem right. I have a district Zoom this afternoon, so I would be able to talk to you normally from 2 to 3. Tomorrow, 2 to 3, though, if anyone needs to talk or during the day, let me know.